Hello everyone. Today in this video we will discuss some problems which are related to work energy equation. Now before getting into the problems, we will see all the work energy equations in different types of the motions like translation motion and rotational motion. Now in the translation motion, we will get the work energy equation in terms of the linear quantities. Like we know that work energy equation is nothing but total work done is equal to change in the kinetic energy. So in place of the work done, you will get the formula as force into parallel displacement, and in the change in the kinetic energy you will get in terms of difference of final velocity and initial velocity for the kinetic energy formula, that is nothing but half mv square minus half mu square. So work done is equal to change in the kinetic energy in terms of the linear quantities is nothing but work energy equation in the translation motion. Now coming to the rotational motion, we know that in the rotational motion kinetic energy is given by half I omega square and work done by torque is given by torque into theta value. So total work done is equal to change in the kinetic energy. This is the work energy equation. So in place of the work done by torque, you will get torque into theta value, and the change in the kinetic energy of the body is nothing but in terms of the difference of final velocity minus initial velocity, that is nothing but half I omega 2 square minus half I omega 1 square, that is nothing but final velocity minus initial velocity in terms of the kinetic energy. So work done is equal to change in the kinetic energy in terms of the angular quantities in the rotational motion. So this is the work energy equation in terms of the linear quantities in the translation motion. This is the work energy equation in terms of the angular quantities in the rotational motion. So in the problems you need to identify the problem, whether that problem will come under the rotational motion or translation motion, and we need to apply the work energy equation according to the motion only. Now we will see some problems which are related to work energy equation in the translation motion as well as in the rotational motion. Now here this is our first problem. Here a block having a mass of 50 kg. So mass value is given as 50 kg. So having a velocity of 15 meter per second horizontally on the smooth frictionless surface. So u value, initial velocity value is given as 15 meter per second. And what force to be applied to the block for bringing the block to the rest? We all know that according to the kinematics part, suppose any body, any block is moving to the rest position, that is nothing but final velocity value will be 0. So here for this block, v value final velocity is equal to 0 after moving a distance of 37.5 meter. So here block is moving in the linear motion. In the linear motion is nothing but this problem will come under the translation motion. So we need to apply the formula according to the translation motion in terms of the linear quantities. So here displacement value is given as 37.5 meter, and they are asking us to calculate what force to be applied. So force value we need to calculate. So we need to apply the work energy equation equation in terms of the linear quantities, that is nothing but work done is equal to change in the kinetic energy. So here in terms of the linear quantities means F into S is equal to half into mv square minus half mu square. According to the problem, v is equal to 0, that is nothing but in terms of the change in the kinetic energy you will get only one velocity in the formula of the kinetic energy. So here half mu square. So in this formula we know the S value, that value is given in the question, and mass value, initial velocity value are given in the question. So substitute all the values which are given in the question in this work energy equation formula. Make subject F value. You will get the F value in terms of the Newton. So here once again mass value is given, initial velocity value is given, and distance value is given. They are asking us to calculate the force, and this problem will come under the translation motion. So you need to apply the work energy equation in terms of the linear quantities and make subject F value. You will get the force value. Now see the next problem. Here a body weighing 20 Newton is projected up a 20 degree inclined plane with a velocity of 12 meter per second and mu is equal to 0.15. So here coefficient of friction value is given. So compulsory this problem will come under the friction topic only. So you will get the frictional resistance force according to the motion of the body. Now here a body weighing 20 Newton. So here some body is there which is projected up on the inclined plane of an angle 20 degrees. So here angle value is given as 20 degrees and it is moving in the upward direction with the initial velocity 12 meter per second. So after reaching to the extreme position, for that body final velocity will be 0. So here u value is given as 12 meter per second, and according to the concept we know that v is equal to 0 and mu value is given and weight value is given. So from the weight value we can calculate the mass value. And here again two bits are there. In the first bit they are asking us to calculate maximum distance s value, that is nothing but here distance, displacement value. The body will move up the inclined plane. So when the body is moving in the upward direction, they are asking us to calculate the displacement value. So it is traveling in the linear motion only. So this problem will come under the translation motion. So we need to apply the work energy equation in terms of the linear quantities only. So that formula is nothing but total work done is equal to change in the kinetic energy. So here P or F. Here I am taking the force value as the P value. So P into S is equal to half mv square minus half mu square. Again according to the subject we know that V is equal to 0. Here change in the kinetic energy will become as half into mu square. In this statement, in this equation we need to calculate the S value. So make subject S value. Here remaining quantities are P force and M value and U value is there. And U value is given in the question. M value we can calculate from the weight. Now we need to calculate the P value. So here how to calculate the P value? For this body, actually in the first bit body is moving in the upward direction. So we need to draw the free body diagram for this body which is moving in the upward direction. So according to the motion, that body is moving in the upward direction. So motion and frictional resistance force always opposes to each other. So you will get the frictional resistance force FF in the downward direction. And here weight is acting in the downward direction, exactly in the vertical direction to this horizontal plane. So here but body is on the inclined plane. So this weight will be an inclined force for this body which is on the inclined plane. So we need to resolve this W force. So according to the resolution part and according to the inclination value given here 20 degrees is given. So here you will get W sin theta in the downward direction and W cos theta in this direction according to the resolution part. And here in the free body diagram you will get the R reaction force in the upward direction and P is acting in the upward direction here which is acting along the inclined plane. Now see, observe the free body diagram here. Here one force P force is acting in the upward direction and here FF force which is acting in the downward direction and W sin theta also acting in the downward direction. So one upward force is there, two downward forces are there. So according to the first equilibrium condition, sigma H is equal to 0. Sigma H is equal to 0 is nothing but positive horizontal components is equal to negative horizontal components. That is nothing but P is equal to FF plus W sin theta. P is equal to FF plus W sin theta. Again FF formula is equal to, according to the friction concept we know that friction formula is equal to mu R. Again here R is equal to W cos theta according to the second equilibrium condition, that is nothing but sigma V is equal to 0. Positive vertical components is equal to negative vertical components. So R is equal to W cos theta. So in place of mu R you will get mu W cos theta. Now in place of FF you substitute mu W cos theta. Now we will get the first equilibrium condition as positive horizontal components P is equal to negative horizontal components, that is nothing but W sin theta plus mu into W cos theta. Now we know the W value, we know the mu value and we know the theta value. These three values are given in the question directly. Now substitute all the values in this equation. You will get the P value. P is nothing but force value. And in the work energy equation we need to calculate the kinetic energy, that is given by half mv square, half mu square. So here mass value we can calculate from the weight value, that value is given in the question. Now and u value, initial velocity value is given in the question, that is 12 meter per second. So substitute all the values in the kinetic energy formula, you will get the value for kinetic energy. Now we know the kinetic energy value and we know the force value. Now we can substitute these two values in the work energy equation in terms of the linear quantities. Now after substituting, you will get the displacement value in terms of meters. This is the first problem. Now in the second problem, they are asking us to calculate the velocity of the body when it reaches to the original position. Original position is nothing but again it is coming to the starting position. So it is moving in the downward direction. So in the second problem, motion is in the downward direction. So now see this free body diagram. Again for this downward condition motion, we need to draw the free body diagram. Now in this free body diagram, motion is in the downward direction. So you will get the frictional resistance force in the upward direction. That is the only difference in the free body diagram for the first bit and for the second bit. Again for this diagram, you calculate the p value. Here in the upward direction, two forces are there. In the downward direction, only one force is there. Again according to the first equilibrium condition, sigma h is equal to 0, positive horizontal components is equal to negative horizontal components. So two horizontal components in the upward direction is equal to one horizontal component in the downward direction. So for the second bit, you apply sigma h is equal to 0 once again and you calculate the p value. And here again apply the work energy equation in terms of the linear quantities, like P into S is equal to half into mu square. In this one, make subject to u value. Why? Because we need to calculate the u value in the second bit and we know the S value from the first bit. Now substitute S value and P value and M value we can calculate from the weight value. Now substitute all the calculated values in this work energy equation and make subject to u value, initial velocity value. You will get that value in terms of the meter per second. So this is the second bit. Once again see the problem. This is the question given this is the question given for you. For this question, weight value is given, inclination value is given, velocity value is given and coefficient of friction value is given. In the first bit, they are asking us to calculate the displacement in the upward motion. So draw the free body diagram in the upward motion and apply the first calculate the kinetic energy, next force according to the equilibrium condition sigma h is equal to 0 from this free body diagram and apply the work energy equation in terms of the linear quantities and calculate the displacement value. In the second bit, in the downward motion, they are asking us to calculate the velocity. So again draw the free body diagram in the downward motion. Again calculate the p value by using the first equilibrium condition sigma h is equal to 0. Again by using the work energy equation, make subject to u value, unknown value and calculate the u value, velocity value. So this is our problem. Suppose for example some connected systems are there. Like suppose for example in this problem only one body is there. So we got the work energy equation as total work done is equal to change in the kinetic energy. Suppose for example in this problem two bodies are there or three bodies are there, like n number of bodies are there, then you will get the work energy equation as sigma Fs is equal to sigma kinetic energy. That is nothing but total work done is equal to total change in the kinetic energy for the complete connected bodies. That is the difference between the connected systems and a single system. Now we will see one more problem which is related to plane motion. So here a wheel of mass 80 kgs and its diameter and radius of gyration are given as 1 meter and 0.5 meter respectively. So mass value is given as 80 kgs and diameter value is given as 1 meter and the radius of gyration value is given as 0.5 meter. So K value is given as 0.5 meter. Next, determine kinetic energy of the rotation if angular velocity is given as 35.5 radians per second. That is nothing but omega value. So here mass value is given, radius of gyration 0.5 meter is given, and angular velocity omega value is given. They are asking us to calculate kinetic energy in the rotational motion. So in the rotational motion, what is the formula for the kinetic energy? Half I omega square. So omega value is given in the question. I value we need to calculate. So according to the rotational motion, we know the mass moment of inertia formula in terms of the radius of gyration is m into k square. Mass value is given in the question, k value is given in the question. So substitute these two values in the I formula. We will get mass moment of inertia value as 20 kg meter square. Now substitute I value, omega value in the kinetic energy formula in terms of the rotational motion. You will get the value in terms of Newton meter. So this is our third problem. In terms of the rotational motion, not plane motion, rotational motion. Now one more problem. Here this problem will come under the plane motion. Now here a sphere of 4.5 kg mass. So mass value is given. Is rolling along the ground at a velocity of 1.2 meter per second. So velocity value is given. For solid sphere, moment of inertia is given as 0.072 kg meter square. That is nothing but I value is given. Next, radius value is given as 0.2 meter. R value is given as 0.2 meter. Here they are asking us to calculate, find total kinetic energy. Total kinetic energy in the plane motion is nothing but summation of kinetic energy in terms of the translation motion and rotational motion. So you will get the formula as total kinetic energy is equal to kinetic energy in the translation motion plus kinetic energy in the rotational motion. So we need to calculate kinetic energy in the translation motion as well as rotational motion. Now what is the formula for the kinetic energy in the translation motion? Half into m into v square. Mass value is given in the question, velocity value is given in the question. So substitute all the values in this formula, you will get the kinetic energy in the translation motion. Now in the rotational motion, kinetic energy formula is half into I into omega square. I value is given in the question, but omega value is not given in the question. So now we can calculate the omega value by using the relationship like V is equal to omega R. From that relation, make subject to omega value. So omega is equal to V by R. V value, R value, both values are given in the question. Substitute them, you will get the omega value. Now substitute this omega value and I value in the kinetic energy in the rotational motion formula. You will get the value. Now in the plane motion, they are asking us to calculate total kinetic energy. So total kinetic energy is equal to summation of kinetic energy in the translation motion and kinetic energy in the rotational motion. So you will get the value in terms of Newton meter. So this problem will come under the plane motion. Once again, in calculating the problems in the kinetics part, you need to identify the problem, whether that problem will come under the translation motion or rotational motion or plane motion. Then you need to apply the formula, work energy equation formula, according to the translation motion in terms of the linear quantities and in the rotational motion in terms of the angular quantities. So these are some problems related to plane motion and rotational motion and translation motion.